how are you settling in?
Hard to say, cop man. Signs in here are distinctly wild. Gonna take a while before everything's properly synced. I did get to talk to the crab man though.
You mean Tiago?
Anyway, he's been giving me kind of a psychic rundown of this place. Dude's seen some crazy shit, but he's actually a lot like us.
You mean all his mother's love stuff isn't too spooky for you? You mean all this sobriety stuff isn't too restrictive for you? What do you mean? I'll go with the second one.
Talking to him, I realised that sobriety can be pretty hardcore too. I gotta respect it.
And thus, Straight Edge was born.
The man picks up on stuff, and he knows a lot about the church. I got a lot to learn from him. Good thing you didn't squash him.
Okay, I wanted to talk more about this place. What did Tiago tell you about the church? Why are you so suspicious about everything? What's with the clothes? I wanted to talk more... no, we've talked about the place. I think we did that. What did Tiago tell you about the church?
The crabman's been lurking here for a while. He's experienced things. Things that give off bad signs. As far as we can tell, the Ubies built this place about 320 years ago as a sarcophagus.
Do you mean there are dead bodies here? What's it for? Let's ask the second one.
Encasement, confinement, of something they were afraid of. Something new and unheard of on the Isola. I think that's what the crabman is experiencing when he climbs around upstairs. Like, this is some old world shit the Ubies had heard about. I thought the best way to deal with it was to build a church, surrounding it, to contain it.
I don't get it. Contain what exactly?
I don't know. And it's not something they properly understood either, what it does. But it's what this sonar person is looking for, and trying to measure.
He nods towards the woman. No, she's not here anymore, so I guess there's some dialogue options lacking for that scenario.
It'll be fruitless though. She won't be able to measure it. People like that always want to measure everything. All those things they really can't.
The wood creaks as a gale blows by outside. Dust particles fall through the darkness, settling down on the age-bleached floorboards. The structure does not feel particularly durable.
This building seems less than structurally sound.
No, it's pretty fucking unsound if you ask me. They should have built a club for anodic music around it instead.
He grins.
Anodic music will definitely contain whatever we're dealing with.
His words echo in the chamber.
And if it can't, well...
He shrugs non-committally. What makes you think Suna's going to fail?
Seems to be the trend around here, doesn't it? You can't measure shit like this. It's not like... substance.
I found a doomed commercial area in Martinez proper. Maybe it's the same thing the Ubies were trying to contain?
Like a concentric ring spreading out. The struggling villages. And that is what caused the communards to fail in defending the beachhead. Yeah, a lot of failure has gone down around here.
You think there's any merit to the theory?
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It's not a thing we can answer, cop man. Even I have limits. I'm a limited psi person.
Well, if it's without substance, I guess there's nothing to worry about.
Maybe you can figure things out, cop man. I think we got on a good level here. The signs are syncing up well.
Why are you so suspicious about everything?
Suspicious people are esoteric people. We don't go around spilling everything to Johnny Law. They don't call me Noid for nothing. It took us setting out for this whole enterprise to get our signs synced.
Why are you called Noid anyway?
It's short for paranoid.
May I ask why? What good is being suspicious?
A reasonable question. Say I get hurt. I want to make sure it never happens again. So I analyse the situation. Exercise caution. Caution is suspicion.
What are you suspicious of?
It'd be easier to list stuff I'm not suspicious of. I'm not suspicious of sound and colour. Mechanics and chemistry also have a trueness about them. Most anything else deceives. Wants to steal your life away.
This is a good dangerous line of questioning. You should prod him on.
And what are the most suspicious things?
I don't have a top 10 list of things I'm most suspicious of, but if I had one, the left-right complex would be number 1. Number 2 would be their sole accomplishment, the pig-wheat paradigm.
Does this mean you are mentally ill? Tell me more about the left-right business. What's suspicious about the production of pork and wheat? Well, that was certainly stimulating. I want to ask you about something else now. Let's it's a rude thing to ask. But because,
Mental illness is a term the powers use to homogenise people. I think I don't reach mental illness. I am merely politically ill, a suspicious element.
Tell me more about the left-right business.
I prefer not to. Both ask the wrong questions. Any spark of light from either one is accidental. Their combined movement's only concern is producing enough pig and wheat for everyone. The end goal of humanity. The original mistake was assuming that words have more being than bodies. That's what led us astray, far from our true lives, but we may yet find a way back.
Whatever this true life is, you feel it's the real centerpiece of this mythology.
What's suspicious about the production of pork and wheat?
It's our only shit. We should make better use of not being animals or cereal grain ourselves.
What's bad about cereal grain? Having enough food could be a precursor for greater things. What's bad about animals? Animals are cute. Yeah, it's our only shit and we fucking suck at it. What's bad about cereal grain?
Yes, having food is means to an end. But the left never talks about the end, only the means. Caps are likewise suckers, constantly sleepless in worry.
Well, that was certainly stimulating. I want to ask you about something else.
His eyes flicker.
You mentioned true life. What would that be?
A life is true if it's free from fear, an internal division among oneself. And others, mankind has seeds of greatness in it. A germinal will come, a return to trueness. It will be hardcore.
How would you go about returning to this true life?
Beats and bright lights to shatter falsehoods. Nerve impulses for the collective body. We are very much alike in basic structure. An hard enough beat would awaken everyone to a truer calling. In unity.
Just like that. The speed freak is right in your face. His eyes burning. His comrades look on worriedly. The young man is dead serious about this.
So you're advocating a noise-based society? You keep mentioning hardcore. What does it mean to you? Let's change the subject. Let's ask the first thing first.
Many non-Occidental cultures share a beat at their art. Thus, they are closer to true, hardcore life. There's just never been enough of them, and they had to rely on some extremely basic percussion.
You keep mentioning hardcore. What does it mean to you?
Utmost dedication. Thoughts from the spinal cord. It's a potent superlative as well. Egghead usually has a better concept of the hardcore. He just really likes saying hardcore. Hardcore!
His friend shouts from behind his mix table with a smile surpassing your own in wideness. A total moon face and eyes full of naive wonderment. That was vague. Dedication, something else superlative?
Maybe you're being too specific about it. Try consulting with your spinal cord.
Let's change the subject.
Oh yeah, sure thing.
Internalize the hardcore aesthetic. Don't just nod along, really feel it. Okay, that's a conceptualization. Let's ask about the clothes first.
They're hardcore.
You look like a woman in those with those earrings.
You know what I think? I think man, woman, and child are arbitrary divisions which serve to bind humanity to serfdom.
That's it?
They're just clothes.
Are they? They look outlandish.
Nah, these are just boring, normal, hardcore clothes. That's outlandish.
He points to your necktie. It's my friend and accomplice. It makes me party harder.
I can see that. And you've partied very hard for a very long time, haven't you? It looks like you're trying to hang yourself with it. So large, too. So many different patterns. It's crazy, man. I like it.
You suddenly realize the patience and respect this speed freak has shown you is partly because of your style. He's probably not like that with everyone.
Respect as a man!
Okay, that's helped. That's helped. Okay, conceptualization. Let's try to increase our conceptualization. What is it like at the moment? It is currently unaffected. Let's go to the close then. Conceptualization. Anything else with that? That's logic, that's drama, conceptualization. What else do we have? Of course, we have some cigarettes to smoke as well. That's logic, that's nothing that's helpful. Okay. No, 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 no. That's all we have. That's okay. Let's go to the tools. Quickly grab the cigarettes. We still have 4 left. Let's do the double equip immediately, just so we can immediately have them. Oh, what's this?
Why does art inspire you so much?
Look. Fascists and art, you know? No, art is for arrogant blowhards. Why am I getting this?
Is it? Yet your eye constantly seeks out the most critical side of any aesthetic confrontation. You follow the expressions of imagination and technical skill with curiosity. In short, art is the highest form of human communication, representation, narrative, emotion, and agency intertwined.
Would I fit into the art world? I mean...
Have you looked in the mirror lately? You have the exact features of a savage art critic, with that beard and those clothes, disheveled and prophetic. Perhaps you should try to critique architecture too.
Hold on, is architecture also art?
Of course not. It's autism, box drawing, masturbation with a ruler and a sextant or whatever they use. You should demean and criticize the genteel institution of architecture while extolling the virtues of the pure arts.
Wait, what about music? Is it art?
Only the most experimental kind.
That's stupid. Architecture is stupid, music is stupid.
Such vigor. Already you express a sharp, descriptive mind, ready to slice through the empty and superficial in favor of the sublime and the beautiful. Do it. Become the art cop. Half art critic, half cop.
Okay, if 50% art critic is what's needed to free me from rote repetition, so be it, or no, I cannot risk another a copper diversion at this point, go away. We're gonna say go away.
Bravo. Continue, then, the mediocre and vulgar epigones of the world. So what if everything is incomprehensibly shit and you can see it? Take no responsibility.
Okay. You know, fascism and art don't go well together. That's some more damage to my health. Let's give this a shot.
Yo, man. What's on your mind?
Internalize the hardcore aesthetic, don't just nod along, really feel it. Let's try it.
Dedicated, hyperactive, unified. You will have to add something of your own to understand this list of loosely formed qualities called hardcore. You need your own entry. Make it. Test your limits. Surpass them. Dance till you drop. Dance till you die, if you must. This is for your posse. They got to keep it up. They got to move. You are the major mic enforcer.
This is taking place in Revachol, hardcore rising. It could only happen here, in the bottom of the geopolitical abyss. Those are the war horns of today. Will be given a fresh start. I've got the money, I've got the place, you've got the figure, you've got the face. Let's get together, we're jumping all over the world. I'm going to truly wreck myself as a machine of modern party in a final showdown between flesh and spirit. I am the law. See the sunshine, we ain't stopping, keep on dancing till the world ends. You know, it feels unfair, there's a party everywhere. I don't seem to have anything to add to the hardcore. I'm going to truly wreck myself as a machine of modern party in a final showdown between flesh and spirit.
That's a good way to go.
Okay, that is internalized then. Let's take a look at it. Hardcore aesthetic, temporary research bonus, -2 interfacing, fuck grammar, research time 1 hour 50. Not only have you internalized the hardcore aesthetic, you've also contributed to it. How hardcore could you possibly become? Low-core people come around you to correct your typos. It's hardcore here, hardcore there, hardcore in a third instant. What's going on? Those aren't typos, man. That's how core hardness works. If you don't know hardcore from our happy hardcore, what the fuck are you even talking about? Okay, we're not gonna replace anything we have here, I think. Though to be fair, we might get rid of Detective Cousteau at some point, since we've now learned of Tequila Sunset and are kind of, you know, going down that route more. So Detective Cousteau might have just been a phase. So if we delete anything, I think it might be Cousteau. We'll see. Or maybe also a magnesium-based life form. Though, actually, the 2 volition could be very helpful for survival. Okay. A cell.
She's whistling a melody, her trusty contact mic attached to a wooden pulpit. At the sound of your footsteps, she stops what she was doing and turns to you.
Hey there. I've been recording some new audio from all these beams and rafters. The sounds travelling through the wood are pretty cool. Creaks and stuff. Like you're underwater, you know? But like, underwater inside a tree. But that's not really what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to thank you instead.
What for? Makes sense. I've likely deserved some praise and adoration. Let's go with the second one.
Yeah. So thanks for getting me and my associates in here.
She ignores your vapid egocentrism. How's everyone doing?
Good, I think. Noid is getting a read on the place. I think he finds the carpentry very impressive. Andre's been setting up the compressor and dancing. Egghead's been keeping the party up. He's got the stage under control. And the crabman hasn't shown himself much. Thank God.
You know, we're not gonna do the empathy thing. I'd like to know more about your associates.
Okay.
What about Tiago?
Oh, the crabman. Still gives me the creeps the way he moves. But he doesn't actually come down that much, just climbs around the rafters. I just try to stay away from the crabman. But he talks to Noid. They seem to have some thing going on.
Oh, he talks to Noid? What for?
Beats me. Noid said they get along somehow. They're both crazy enough, I guess.
What does he do up there?
Who knows? He doesn't really answer our questions, see? Not that it's easy to ask them. What are we supposed to do, yell up at the tower?
Thanks. About the others?
Who do you want to know about?
Tell me about Andre.
Andre? He's a cool guy. Doesn't really come off as one, but he is. To me, at least. He takes care of shit. Sorry. I mean, he's got a vision. For what life should be, you know? He tries to push things until everything falls into place. He's an organiser.
What has he organised?
Nothing. But then again, there's nothing to organise around here either. He really wants this church thing to work. Must have taken it as a sign when he found it abandoned like that. Said it was an augury. I don't know where he got that from. Andre's not super intelligent. I've never seen him so psyched about anything though. And he's often psyched. Looks sort of desperate, like it's his last chance or something. Or maybe he was just high. I mean, not that he does drugs, just high, you know?
On life, on his mother's love. Relax, girl, we're police officers, but we're corrupt, rotten to the marrow. You can tell us about drugs and shit, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, let's do that one.
Yeah, drugs, shit, fuck. We don't care.
He smirks.
Yes. Anyway.
Is Andre your boyfriend?
Yes.
Tell me about the others.
Who do you want to know about?
Tell me about Noid.
He's a four-burger, I guess, like the rest of us. Okay, maybe not Egg, I don't know about him, but Noid and the rest are from Forberg, making the pilgrimage up north to visit the Palaceum. He's real hardcore about the lifestyle.
What does he do?
What do you mean, do? Like, for a living?
Yes. Oh, no, I meant for breakfast, of course for a living. Let's go with the rude option.
He's a carpenter, trained and all. He's very good, he just doesn't have the mindset to work like that. In a shop somewhere.
That's because Noid is violently hardcore. I've internalized it. I understand why he doesn't stoop to servitude. Do you?
Wow, you really have talked to him. Indeed, Noid serves no master but the beat.
And you?
Sir, I abide by the law.
She gives you a switchblade smile.
A strange feeling. Every now and then, something feels off about the way she speaks. She doesn't change tone, but you feel as though there's more about her than she lets on.
What is this pilgrimage you're talking about?
It's just something poor Fallberg kids do every spring. To pass the time, we walk the entire length of Boogie Street, up to Jamrock. Or as much as possible.
Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know, man. Have you been down Boogie Street? It's a little bewildering.
Let's say I haven't been down Boogie Street. Oh, I'm sorry. Have I not told you I'm a raging alcoholic who recently drank himself into an oblivion so deep he can't even remember what sounds like the biggest street in the city? I'll go with the second one.
No?
Well, I am.
Okay. Then you should go and take a look, I guess. Boogie Street is cool. It's got a lot of immigrants and all kinds of different people.
Oh, and I'm also a raging fascist who doesn't approve of different people, so no, I don't think I'll be going. I might just do that if I make it there alive. It's unlikely I'll make it there, chest pains, need to continue drinking, but thank you. Let's go with the first one and heal us.
Unfortunately, I can confirm that.
Oh, that actually didn't hurt her morale.
Okay. To each his own.
Actually tell me about the others.
Who do you want to know about?
What's the deal with Egghead?
What do you mean?
What does he think he's doing when he yells all that stuff?
Oh, that. He's the party boy.
What's a party boy?
A nod at music doesn't really do vocals in the traditional sense. Vocals are thought of as rock. That's to say they're a bit backward. No offence if you like rock music though. Rock music's cool by me.
Pachoo, swish. Your credentials as the resident future man of Revachol are being questioned. Show her you're hip with the times, Gramps.
Goddamn right rock music is the coolest. Rock music forever. No offense taken, go on. You don't have to tell me rock is backward. I am the future man. I abandoned rock in the 30s. Stupid rock. Spit. Sure, why not?
Okay.
She nods.
Anyway, even if you don't have vocals, you still need someone to say something every now and then, right? To urge things on. That's where the party boy comes in. He basically just stands on the stage and dances and yells how awesome everything is. It's very catchy.
I understand. People are usually afraid to do things if others aren't already doing them. Dancing makes you dance, like sneezing makes you sneeze, or yawning makes you... Anyway.
He looks around, a little embarrassed of the enthusiasm of his interjection. Where's he from? How long has he been with you guys?
Actually, we don't know where he's from. Or who he is, really. One time we were out partying somewhere in backwater Forburg. Or maybe even Coal City. I can't remember. Maybe it was Coal City. Egg was yelling along to some jam someone was spinning. All night long. Just kept yelling until he didn't have a shred of voice left. When the sun came up over the mines. There were mines? Yeah. It was in Coal City.
She nods.
Egg came with us. He made this wheezing puppy dog sound all the way back. Couldn't even speak. It was definitely Coal City, because it took us 2 days to walk back to the fort. He just wheezed the whole way. We never really asked why he came with us, or who he was. I think his name is Jermaine. People are sweet.
She says quietly.
You can see it must have been a great night. The memory causes her to go silent for a moment or two. You wish you'd been there.
Tell me about the others.
Who do you want to know about?
Actually, do tell me about yourself.
Me?
Yes, I forgot. Tell me about yourself.
I'm a silver bird.
What does that mean?
It means I don't answer questions about myself.
But I'm a police officer. You have to answer me. There's more to you than you let on. What am I not seeing? But I'm a police officer.
Is there a law that would stop me from lying, though?
That would depend on the circumstances.
The lieutenant taps his foot. There's more to you than you let on. What am I not seeing?
All right.
She picks up the tape recorder and looks you in the eye.
There is.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Okay, we didn't have the reaction speed or anything to catch anything from that. I know there's like a skill check there about catching the silver bird, but I guess some of our stats are just too low to even prompt that. Thank you. Some other questions?
Sure.
Actually, that's it for now. Okay. I'm quickly gonna save because there's something I want to do. And since it's late in the day, that makes sense. Now, our authority is at a +2. That's from the Fairweathers. Do we have anything good shoe-wise? That's minus savoir-faire. I don't think we want that. We could just wear the Franco-Nigerian cavalry boots. That's fine. Do we have anything else that lowers our authority? Let's take a look. I mean, we have this. There we go. We need to keep the necktie. Authority is -2. That's good. That's good. That's good. And also, I think we should boost savoir-faire if we can. I think it was savoir-faire. Let's see. Composure, no, minus. It's all minus savoir-faire. Let's see, anything else? Wait, one of the glasses was... That was savoir-faire. Let's take that. I think that's all the savoir-faire we have, right? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Let's talk to Andre.
Yeah, it's all set up, man. Can you already imagine 1,000 people in here? 10,000!
He waves his hand in an unbelievably lame, non-hardcore manner.
Ecstatic vibrations, totally transcendent. And I've finished setting up the new compressor too.
He looks at the imposing black box in the corner that's churning out the sound.
Now the only thing left to do is the name of the club. Will you do the honours, detective?
What do you propose as the name, Andre?
The name. Everything I managed to come up with sounds just wrong.
Andre's overthinking it.
Says the girl with the microphone.
Yes, you should do it, detective.
The speed...
It would be good for the signs.
The speed freak with the yellow beads around his neck is looking at you.
Noid's right. You've helped us so much. It's the right thing to do.
Estelle, what would you suggest as the name?
How about something simple? Like the club?
Too modern. And too ironic. We don't want ironic. We want real. Real and true and beautiful. Like a morning after the rave.
Egghead, you must have a lot of ideas.
Yakokata! Yakokata! The place to be!
Great idea.
Yeko Qatar, the zone of ecological catastrophe. That's too morbid, Egg. Got anything else?
Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega! No, it has to be bigger than hardcore. Yes, it has to be even bigger than hardcore to the mega. It has to be bigger than the scene.
Noid, give me your 2 cents on the issue.
The amnesia.
Now that resonates with us probably.
Like the... I can't remember the name of the club, Amnesia.
Amnesia! It's not amnesia, guys.
Kim, how would you name the club?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't build a club, and I wouldn't name it either.
An underground place with no name? Sounds like something the Crabman would say.
We're not going with anything the Crabman would say.
Why not? The Crabman has ideas, Estelle. Ideas from another level of consciousness.
I don't care. I don't like the Crabman, and I don't like his ideas. His ideas are spooky. Next, please.
I think I've come up with a name.
You have? Well, what's the name?
The obvious choice is Disco Elysium, and of course in my other playthrough I called it that. No Truce with the Furies was the, was the name of Disco Elysium before it got changed to Disco Elysium, like before the release and everything. And Revachol West. You know what? I think this Harry would probably say Revachol West.
Wow, it's big! A club for entire Revachol West. So big.
Sounds like money.
Sounds like future.
It's settled then. Everyone, welcome to Revachol West.
He looks around the church as light beams paint the dance floor in violet blue.
Andre breaks into frenzied dance-like motion to celebrate the name. Someone turns up the beat. You should go with the flow. Join in on the experience.
Start tapping your foot.
It feels good. It feels right. But what is this? What is this thing that Andre is doing with his limbs?
What are you doing, Andre?
I'm dancing.
He performs yet another strange pattern of moves, but it doesn't look very cool or modern. Honestly, it looks kind of lame.
That soft core gyrating is supposed to be dancing?
We should talk about it. We should talk about your so-called dancing.
Yes, my man.
He jumps up and down with glee, his moves punctuated by the stroboscopic flash of the club lights.
Talk? What is there to talk about if you can express yourself with moves? Audio waves thump against your ribcage. The speaker setup makes everything sound much better. But there's a noticeable lack of something.
Yeah, the bass is missing. I've been meaning to ask you, what's with the hair?
It's to express my individuality.
Is that a bald spot? It's hard to tell for sure, with the fused together spikes, but it looks like he's balding.
Or is it because you're balding? Is it important to you to be an individual? Fair enough, or that's idiotic. Or is it because you're balding?
Or because I'm balding, yes. I want to fuse the remains of my hair together before it leaves me. I want to show my hair. I don't give a fuck how old you think I am. I'm 20.
How old are you, Andre?
Not 20.
That's idiotic.
Yes, it is, man. Absolutely.